everyone, and welcome back to Hannah's Happy Home. Today's video is going to be another one of my organize and restock videos. So in this video, I'll be working at cleaning, organizing, and restocking our kitchen. So the fridge, the freezers, the pantry. So we're starting off this video at Costco. It had been a while since I've been to Costco, and it was definitely time to do a big restock of food in our home. Before we go to the food section of Costco, I'm just looking through what is new here at the front of the store. In the middle aisles, they have all of their spring and summer items out right now. So outdoor furniture, they've got fruit trees, lemon trees. They had these sets of herbs that looked really healthy. A lot of great new items at Costco. So now we are starting to stock the cart with food. I'm grabbing a lot of my regular items, but also trying out some new items as well. Costco is one of my favorite grocery stores. I just love being able to buy things in a large quantity, especially items that we use all the time, that I'm constantly repurchasing, and freezer and pantry items, because those things will last for a long time. I hope this video can give you a lot of home organization, inspiration, and motivation today, and also inspiration and motivation to restock your kitchen. I know it can be a huge task to go grocery shopping and keep your home stocked with food, meal plan, all of the things. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and as usual, I am doing a $100 Amazon gift card giveaway. So stay tuned until after the grocery haul. Once we start restocking the fridge, I will share how to enter that giveaway. So if you've been watching my restock videos for a while, you know that I like to do one big restock about once a month or every month and a half. So I'll go to Costco, do a huge haul. I'll also make an Azure standard order, and then usually stop at like a Walmart or a Fry's or Safeway. That just usually works out best for us with living so far away from town, and just seems to make things easier. The flower bouquets at Costco were so beautiful. I almost got some. So if you're needing some fresh flowers, go and check out Costco. But in between these restocks, I may have to run into like a Walmart, Fry's, or Safeway just to restock some refrigerator items, or if we are having company, we need some extra items, different things like that. I try to get the majority of the items at one time like this. So I am loading up the truck, filling the cooler with the cold and frozen items, and then I will make the hour drive back home, and I will do a grocery haul, and we will get started cleaning, restocking, and organizing the kitchen. Okay, so I'm back home. Let's do a quick Costco haul. As usual, put your guesses down below in the comments on how much you think all of these groceries from Costco cost. So I am trying to have us eat a lot healthier, especially with Jalen's recovery. I want him to be eating a lot of good protein, a lot of meat, vegetables, fruit. So I got a lot of those items. I'll go through these quickly. A big bag of their organic carrots. These mangoes were a really good price. I think it was $7 for all of these mangoes. A 3-pack of English cucumbers. These little potatoes are really nice if you're just doing like a sheet pan meal in the oven. This big bag of organic Fuji apples was a really good price, and then I got a big bag of some larger potatoes. I got this large bag of oranges, and then also a bag of mandarin oranges because the boys will eat several of these every day. I got a box of red grapes. These make a great snack, and the boys also love to put them in the freezer. Bananas are always one of the most affordable fruits that you can buy, and you can dice these up, put them in the freezer for smoothies. You can make like little banana bites to put in the freezer with Greek yogurt and chocolate. I always get our ketchup at Costco, and the Annie's macaronis were on sale, and so I decided to buy these just to have as an easy meal for the kids. They love Annie's macaronis. My sister-in-law brought us these in the hospital, and they were so good, so I had to get some of these at Costco. I needed more coconut oil. I used that for baking and my homemade granola. I got some more cinnamon, some more mayo. We love the Chosen mayo, and then I also love Costco Costco's creamy peanut butter. Love the Kirkland Arizona raw honey from Costco. Got 2 of those. My boys go through a lot of honey. Tuna is a great high protein meal to have on hand. Really easy. I just mix this up with some mayo and lemon pepper. Mateo salsa is really good, and then I do like to get olive oil at Costco as well. So I always get our cheese at Costco. Not only is it a great price, it also tastes really good. I will shred this cheese and we'll use some of it for sandwiches, snacks. I'll put half of it in the freezer. I usually always get my Greek yogurt at Costco. I probably won't get time to make my little immunity shots this week, and so I just bought these at Costco to try. These look pretty good, so we'll be drinking these this week. And we got these in the hospital in like a smaller bag, and they were really good. So I had to get this larger bag at Costco. It's the Korean barbecue. 2 packages of tortillas, just the regular tortillas. I can put half of those in the freezer. And then I like these carb balanced tortillas. So a lot of these items you see in every Costco haul because these are our Costco favorites. I always get my butter at Costco, sour cream, cottage cheese. I grabbed some pecans. Jalen likes to have these for a snack, and then I can also add them to our homemade granola. This looked really good for a salad topping, but also as a snack. And then we love these tortilla chips, would highly recommend. So I wanted to grab this 30 pack because I'm planning to make some freezer meals. I'm almost out of paper towels, so I got the large package of paper towels, and then I got another box of tomato sauce, got a box of organic chicken stock, and then over here is the freezer items. I love the Costco green beans. I always keep these stocked in the freezer. I do love to have cherry smoothies. We've been making a strawberry chocolate smoothie that's really good. Got this triple berry blend to try. I thought this might be good to make like smoothie bowls with granola and bananas on top. This was a new brand that I've never seen at Costco before. They had several different bags of items in the freezer section, and I decided to try these sheet pan vegetables. They're lightly seasoned. There's 4 different 16-ounce bags in here, so really easy to just pull out and throw in a pan with some meat. The total cost for all of these items from Costco was $464.87. I am hoping that all of this food will last us for a really long time. I also got an Azure order this month, so I'll show you that as well. These are usually my regular items from Azure. This time I got 2 25-pound bags because I go through a lot of oats between making homemade granola bars, all of that. Then I got their Thai jasmine rice, mini chocolate chips, kidney beans, cornmeal. Love their unsweetened coconut. I got cane sugar, black beans, and that is everything I got from Azure. Next, I want to do a quick wild grain haul because we also got a wild grain box this week. So wild grain is the first Bake from Frozen subscription box for sourdough breads, pastries, and fresh pastas. Our family loves sourdough, and I do bake a lot of sourdough bread usually. With everything that's been going on over the last month and a half, I have not baked anything with my sourdough starter, and it has just been sitting in the fridge. I don't know when I'm going to have time to get back into sourdough, so I'm excited that we have the option of wild grain and to continue ordering wild grain boxes. And I think it's so awesome that they partner with small bakers and pasta makers across the country. They use a slow fermentation process that's easier on your belly, rich in nutrients, antioxidants. So this is a really great option if you don't have time to do sourdough, but you want to have really good homemade sourdough products in your home. And each time you can build your own box, pick what you want. With my code, you can get $30 off your first box and free croissants for life. And this box would be an amazing gift to send to someone. I have a friend who just had a baby, so I want to send her a wild grain box, and maybe you know of someone who would really appreciate having a box like this show up at their door. So like you saw, I just put the croissants in the oven, and I love that everything goes straight from the freezer to the oven, and every item bakes in 25 minutes or less. If you want to try out wild grain, go and click my link in the description and then use my code to get $30 off your first box plus free croissants for life. And thank you to Wild Grain for sponsoring today's organization and restock video. This is the best croissant that I've ever had. So delicious. Okay, so I'm going to start off by cleaning the fridge and the freezer, and then we'll get everything restocked and organized. Usually I like to clean the fridge and freezer before I go to Costco and do a big grocery haul, but life has just been very busy lately. I didn't get time to do that before I went to Costco. So I will just do it quickly here. It may not be a super deep clean of the fridge. It's just going to be a quick wipe down, but it's really nice to do that before you do a big restock like this. So I'm getting the fridge cleaned and restocked quickly here because I don't want these refrigerator items to sit out on the countertop too long. I will pause here to share with you the giveaway that I'm doing in this video. So like I mentioned earlier, I am giving away a $100 Amazon gift card to one of you so that one of you can use that gift card to buy organization products for your home or food, whatever you are needing. To enter that giveaway, just follow the steps here on the screen. I will reach out to the winner the day after the giveaway ends, and again, that giveaway is a $100 Amazon gift card. So I paused here to make Jalen a little snack plate. I cut up some cheese, put some pretzels on there, and also a mandarin orange. And now I'm starting to clean some of the fruit, and I clean my fruit with baking soda. I usually mention this in every video, but it's always worth mentioning. You can use baking soda to clean your fruit, and actually baking soda is one of the most effective ways to clean your fruit and veggies. So I will sprinkle on a generous amount of baking soda, add cold water, and then just let that sit for like 10 to 15 minutes. Be sure that you don't soak your produce for more than 15 minutes because that can change the flavor, and also be sure that you rinse it thoroughly after it's done soaking and after you've drained off the water. So I am putting the grapes into these drawers that I got from Hobby Lobby, and these are always great for storing grapes because it's easy to just grab the grapes for a quick snack. They're washed, ready to go. I'm also washing the blueberries here, and I usually always store our berries in a mason jar. It's a great way to store your berries in the fridge, will help them to stay fresh. And I just put one of these white plastic mason jar lids on top. You can buy these in packs of like 10, 20, 50 on Amazon. I'll put the link down below. I was out of eggs in the fridge, and conveniently we do have a chicken farm on our property, so I ran out to the egg room and gathered some eggs into the egg container that I keep in the fridge. So I'm trying to clean up as I go so the kitchen doesn't get too crazy while I'm working on this. So I cleared off the countertops, wiped off the counters, washed a few dishes. Now I'm going to make some little granola balls to keep in the fridge. So I am just using my granola bar recipe, but I'm going to make them into little like energy balls, protein balls, whatever you would call them. I will put the link to my granola bar recipe down below, and this turned out really great. I just used a cookie dough scoop to put these onto parchment paper, put them in the fridge, and they were really convenient, a great size to just grab out of the fridge for an easy, healthy snack. And you do mix these granola bars together on the stove. It just makes it a lot easier to combine all of these ingredients. So now I'm going to cook some ground beef and also get some boiled eggs going on the stove. I want to have a container of cooked ground beef in the fridge this week just so that I can piece together tacos, burrito bowls, different things like that, and also have some boiled eggs in the fridge for a healthy snack. Okay, so this is something you've seen me do many times, is to shred cheese. Shredding your own cheese just tastes better than if you actually buy shredded cheese, and it's also a little bit cheaper, it melts easier, and it's just something that I do every time I do a big restock like this. So I usually grab a big cutting board like this, and I'll just put my cheese grater beside the cutting board, and then you can do like a sheet of parchment paper or some plastic wrap under there. That way you can pick up the shredded cheese and dump it into your baggie. I'm running back and forth between here and the stove because I'm cooking that ground meat, I'm heating up soup for supper, and I'm boiling eggs. Okay, so I'm gonna call it a night. The fridge is cleaned, restocked, organized. Over here in this drawer, I always have all of the butter, and I've also got some cream cheese in there, yeast, got AG1, peanut butter jelly. Our water cups are down here, and up on the top shelf, I have those blueberries, the Greek yogurt, our protein balls here, the cottage cheese, sour cream, all of that. These little drawers are handy to have in the fridge. I got these from Hobby Lobby. My egg container, and then it's really nice to have a meat container in the fridge. Here in the middle is where I keep leftovers. Then we have some little bottles of raw cream and raw milk from my husband's family's dairy farm. The veggies and fruit drawers are full again. We've got carrots, cucumbers, a little bit of lettuce. I totally forgot to grab more lettuce at Costco. I had a lot of phone calls going on while I was walking through Costco and totally forgot the lettuce. But over here we've got oranges, some lemons, larger oranges, mangoes, apples. This little drawer usually has any cheese, tortillas, lunch meat, anything like that. That is the fridge. Tomorrow we will work on the freezer and the pantry, the coffee bar area, and the rest of the kitchen. So I'm going to start off this morning by cleaning and restocking the freezer, but first I want to get a large batch of homemade granola made because we haven't had homemade granola in our house for over a month now. And that's because I was gone for 3 weeks, and then since we've been back home, life has been very busy. But I'm going to take the time today and I want to make a lot. So it's probably going to be like a triple batch. And I know that I make homemade granola in just about every restock and pantry organized video, but that's just because it's something that we always keep in our pantry. And so it's just something I'm always going to make in these videos. I do have the recipe over on my website. I have it typed out in like a recipe card, so you can hold down on that on your phone and save it to your photos, or you can print it off on your computer. But I probably will be tripling that recipe this morning, and it can take a little while when you're making that much granola to swap out all of the batches in the oven and waiting for them to cool off. So this is probably going to take all morning, if not into the afternoon. So I need to go ahead and get started. I'm going to grab my rolled oats, get everything mixed together, the shredded coconut. I'm not sure if I have any more sliced almonds. I may just have to use pecans in this batch, but you can use any type of nut that you want in this granola, or you don't have to put any nuts in it at all. You can customize it however you would like. I can't wait to have homemade granola again. That way I can get back to having my yogurt and granola and fruit in the morning, or making my acai bowls with granola and fruit in the morning. So now I'm working at cleaning, organizing, and restocking the freezer, and I always start with this top drawer, just clearing everything out of the drawer, wiping it down, and then restocking the items into the drawer. And I like to keep things in categories. So in this top drawer, I usually will always have all of our fruit, and I've also got my pomegranate juice in there, the ice packs, and our ice maker is in that top drawer as well. Then down in this larger bottom drawer is the meat and the veggies, and just doing the same thing down here, taking everything out, cleaning the freezer drawer, and then restocking it, organizing the items. I'm pausing to go out to our deep freezers, which are in our storage room, and I wanted to do a little bit of organizing in these freezers and also grab some items to take to the freezer in the house. So we just recently got a half beef from my brother and sister-in-law's ranch. Really awesome that we can get beef from them, and pork as well. We know where it comes from, we know how it was raised, so I would highly recommend finding a local farm, ranch, or butcher shop where you can buy a quarter, half, or whole beef. It's a great way to stock your freezers with some really good quality meat, and you also can end up saving some money as well. So I was trying to get that beef a little better organized, and we also have some pork and different things in these freezers, and also some freezer meals. Thanks to my wonderful sister-in-laws and my mother-in-law, they have been dropping off freezer meals, so that has been a huge blessing this week. So I brought in a bag full of meat and also some of those freezer meals, and stocked the left side of that bottom drawer with some roast, some stew meat, and also ground beef. It's always a great feeling when you do this, when you clean a space and restock it to the brim with good food for your family. Such a good feeling and such a huge blessing. So this top drawer is usually all of our frozen fruit, and I love to make smoothies, so I keep a lot of frozen fruit on hand. We've got cherries, this blend, blueberries, strawberries, mangoes, and then this is frozen pomegranate juice. So down in this deeper drawer, I keep all of our veggies and then also some meat. So as you saw, we have all of our meat out in the deep freezer, and then like once a month, every few weeks, I will just bring in a bunch of meat and restock this section of our freezer in the house. I also have my jars of homemade bone broth, and then just a few leftovers down there, some meat for soup and things. I've got ground beef. I've got some deer in here. Okay, so this freezer is done. The fridge is done. I also kind of reorganized those deep freezers out there as well. And now we can finally start on the pantry. I do have to swap out the granola in the oven, but I'll just keep working on that as I'm organizing the pantry. The pantry has gotten a little bit crazy over the last month just because I haven't been home. Life has been busy, and this pantry needs a good cleaning and a good reorganizing. So that is what I'm going to work on now, and as I'm cleaning, I will also be restocking each shelf as I go. I shared about these glass jars in last month's organization video, but I recently got these at Hobby Lobby. They are the perfect size and also a great price. The lids seal up well, and I've just been really happy with these jars. I'll probably end up adding a few more to the pantry next time I go to Hobby Lobby. So when I'm working on the pantry, it's usually easiest to start from the top and work my way down to the bottom of the pantry, and that's true no matter what space you're working in. Whether you're cleaning, whatever you're doing, it's always easiest to work from the top to the bottom. So I started with the top shelf and just clearing everything off, wiping down the shelf, and then restocking and reorganizing the shelves. And sometimes when I'm doing a big restock, I don't have to do a whole lot of cleaning in the pantry. It just depends. But if you keep up with cleaning the pantry each time you do a big restock, then it definitely makes it easier because you are maintaining the space. But over the last month and a half, 2 months, whatever it's been, I've just been getting loads of groceries when I can and putting them in the pantry. Haven't really been doing any cleaning in here, so that's why it got a little bit out of hand. But just applying that to any space in your kitchen is really helpful, whether it's the fridge or your kitchen cabinets. Whenever you're doing a big restock like that, just clean the space quickly, wipe off the containers. When I'm cleaning the pantry, I love to use this little handheld vacuum. We've had this for a couple of years now, and I've really loved it. It's been such an awesome addition to my cleaning supplies. The battery lasts for a really long time. We use this to clean the vehicles, any little messes around the house, the shelves in the pantry. It's just really great to have on hand. Sometimes it's just a quick clean of the pantry, and then sometimes I need to do a little bit of a deeper clean, like pull out all of these baskets, everything that's on the floor, and vacuum behind there. Some food had spilled that we were reheating in the microwave down into the baskets and containers, so that was real fun to clean up. And then I had a quick lunch break here. We had one of those freezer meals for lunch. It was delicious. And then I'm continuing on baking the granola. I was refilling our popcorn containers, which we have here in this cabinet beside the stove. I will link our popcorn maker down below. We get our popcorn from Azure Standard, and it's one of our favorite snacks, especially the boys love to have popcorn when they're watching a movie, when we're playing games, and I usually always use olive oil in that popcorn maker to make our popcorn. So I'm continuing on restocking the pantry. I had also gotten these wooden bins from Hobby Lobby as well, and I've been using them to store all of our potatoes. I also have ginger root in this one container, and I've shared this before, but when you're organizing your pantry, like buying all of the containers and the baskets and everything, just take your time because it can be a process. Make sure that you measure everything exactly so that you get the right sizes and shop around to find the best prices. You also have to live in a space for a little while to see how it's going to work for you and your family, and be sure that you declutter everything as you're organizing. And also be sure to check out the dollar store if you're looking to organize your pantry on a budget. You can look at Walmart, Dollar Tree, and also maybe save containers that you purchase food in, so glass jars, different things like that. You can clean off the stickers, add labels, and use those in your pantry as well. Buying organizational products and containers for your pantry can just add up really quickly, so anywhere that you can save money is awesome. I got the foldable bins at Walmart for only $4. Definitely check there. Check Hobby Lobby. Their organizational containers will be 50% off sometimes, and also right now they have their spring shop items out, and so there will be a lot of organizational products in that section, and those items are going to continue going even further on sale. So they'll go 66% off and then 75% off. So just keep checking online and also in store. Okay, so this pantry is now cleaned, organized, and restocked. So I will give you a quick overview of the pantry. Starting up here at the top, just random storage. Down on this shelf, I have breakfast items over here in these green containers. Got the homemade granola right here. I still have more cooling off on the counter, but all of the granola should fill all 4 containers, so we'll have a good stock of that for a while. In the corner, I have the chicken stock, and these turntables are great for a pantry. These are a great price on Amazon. I have 4 of them in here, so I'll be sure to put the link down below. Some extra things stored back in that corner, and then over here, all of these glass jars are from Hobby Lobby. We have the rice, the sugar, cornmeal. I love these little jars with the wood lids. I need to go grab some more while they still have them at Hobby Lobby. Here is my homemade strawberry jelly and pomegranate jelly, homemade applesauce, and then I have extra items stored over here, and also the oils and salt, everything like that. And then I have 2 of these can organizers. I'll have the link for everything down below that I can. Large glass jar of oats, a large glass jar of flour, another turntable. I have all of the macaroni stacked up right here. And these glass jars you can either get at Walmart or Hobby Lobby. These little baskets are the snack baskets. They are pretty full of snacks right now. We've got quite a few different things. Plastic bags back here. This basket usually has baggies, plastic wrap, and all of that, but it's empty right now. These foldable bins usually hold pretzels, and I've got some extra items over here: brown sugar, flour, breadcrumbs. So these bins hold potatoes. I have some ginger root down here. Down here I've got a crock pot, extra container, and then on the floor I have these large baskets, which you can get these on Amazon. They're from Best Choice Products. These big barrel baskets, as you saw, have my extra popcorn and oats. I've got an extra blender and things back there in the corner, and then these 2 baskets are just full of reusable grocery bags. I have my Lotus trolley bags over here, and that is the entire pantry. And now the entire kitchen is restocked with food. The fridge, freezers, pantry, I did a little organizing in the cabinets in the kitchen. Finally got all of that checked off of my to-do list, and now I just need to get this kitchen cleaned up. I have been kind of cleaning as I was going, vacuuming the floor because I kept spilling things on the floor, oats and popcorn, different things. So I have been trying to clean a little bit as I've been working today, but there still is a lot to clean in the kitchen, a lot of dishes to wash, so I will work on that here for the next little while. I hope that you enjoyed this home organization video, and I hope that it gave you a lot of organization inspiration, as well as restocking inspiration, grocery shopping, meal ideas, all of the inspiration for that, because I know that it can be a lot to try and keep your home stocked with food, try to come up with meal ideas, and to know what to get at the grocery store each time. I do want to do a video here soon of some food prep and freezer meals, different things like that, hopefully. I also want to work on some spring cleaning and spring decorating, but we will see what I can get done over this next month because I am pretty busy right now. But I do have a lot of things that I want to film, so stay tuned for all of that. Thank you all so much for watching and for all of your support, and also for all of your prayers for Jalen and our family. We just appreciate it so much. We are so grateful for all of you. Thank you to Wild Grain for sponsoring today's video. Definitely go and check them out. Use my coupon code, and I will see you next week on Tuesday with a new video. Bye.